Hi there. My name is Brenda Bailey, and I will be your instructor for this 0900 math class. I thought maybe I would go ahead and start out by looking at the syllabus, some of the things that we'll be doing, give you a little bit of a heads up as far as what we'll be covering, and maybe even some helpful hints as far as maybe getting help if you have any questions. How do you do that when it's all online? And to begin with, I'd like to look at, on my screen, I've shared my screen. And when you get into your Canvas, it'll look a little different. This is mine, and I haven't really published it for you to see, so we're just looking at my view. It'll be basically the same. And there are a couple of things on here. First off, there's Pearson Login, and this will be a separate video where we'll actually go through step by step how to get on Pearson, how to do the homework, what's expected, and some of the things that Pearson offers that are very, very helpful as students, especially online students when you're not in class every day or a few times a week. What we'll do right now is we're going to talk about the syllabus. So when you look at your welcome to class, there's actually going to be a couple other things here. One will be a link to this video, and also another link to the Pearson video. But here, the syllabus, I'm going to click on the syllabus here. And it's kind of changed a little bit from, I did publish the course at the beginning of the year, but I've had to change it since I've been looking at how fast we have to go through all of this information. I've had to do some changes. Well, to begin with, going through the syllabus, it's 0900 section 3, it's 4 credits. My name is Brenda Bailey here, the instructor, and probably one of the main things here is my cell phone, because that is the best way to get a hold of me, is to message me, to text me. I've got other jobs, so I'm not always on the campus, and if you text me, chances are you'll get a response a little bit faster. But you can email me. My email is right below, and if you do email me, I don't check it as often, but I'll try to check it as often as I can to get back with you if you have questions. I know it can be really frustrating when you have a question, you don't know how to do something, you're trying to get some help, and I realize that, and I will do my best to get back with you if you do have some questions. This classroom, it's all online, and we will be doing it what's called asynchronous, so we're not going to meet as a group on Zoom on a certain day at a certain time. What I'll do is I will be making videos, and I'm going to upload them to my YouTube channel, and I will link them in Canvas. So if it's section 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3, that's one homework group. I will have lessons. I will do a YouTube video on a lesson on how to do the problems in those sections. You are not required to watch these videos. They're only there to help you. Some of you may be able to do the homework, no problem. You don't need any help. You don't need any instruction, and that's fine, as long as you're getting the homework done. But some of you may need some extra help, and that's what those videos are for. And like I say, they're optional, and you'll be able to get to them through Canvas. Now here, office hours. Now for those of you that happen to be in Sheridan, I am in the Math Center in the Whitney building upstairs on Tuesdays from 11 to noon. And if that works for you, that would be awesome to see you up there. I can help you. Now, if there are other times that the Math Center is open, I just won't be there, but there are other math teachers there to help. I highly recommend the Math Center. Like I say, it's upstairs in the Whitney building. You kind of go up the stairs and you turn to the right. You can ask anybody up there, and they'll be happy to show you where the Math Center is. But it's free. You don't have to have an appointment. You just show up. Now there is a link on the home page for your NWCCD account for the Math Center, and it has the times that the teachers are there, when it's open, and like I say, I highly recommend it. So if you have questions on the Math Center, just let me know, and I can help you with it separately through Zoom, or I can email you instructions for the Math Center. Now, also, I am on Zoom. on Mondays from 6 to 7. So if you're available from 6 to 7 and you have a question on the assignment, you can come to my Zoom room. And the link for the Zoom room is right below here in blue. That's the link for the Zoom room. So if we ever need to meet either Mondays 6 to 7 or some other time, you can always get into my Zoom room through this link. The link below is the YouTube lessons link, and that'll get you to all of my YouTube lessons. I have other lessons from other classes, so you'd have to sift through those. You can use this link, go and kind of search for whatever section you need. I'll try to make it as simple as possible, 0900, the section. Otherwise, you can use the Canvas link, where I will link it in Canvas. Either one is fine with me. Now, some of this stuff, it's not as important. As far as the text and the material go, you don't need a textbook, but you must have your access to My Math Lab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a separate video on how to get on My Math Lab, how to use it. We'll do some sample problems. I don't want to make it too stressful for some of you because, you know, everything will be mainly Pearson. That's what we work through, is mainly Pearson. Your gradebook, the gradebook's in Pearson. You'll be able to see your grade at all times when you look at the Pearson account. And we will be doing that in another video, looking at that in more in detail and how to get on and the types of access that you may want. You have some choices there. Let's see. Course format online. Another thing that you're probably interested in is the grading. Now the grading, I'll do 70% tests, and that includes the final, and 30% homework. So there will be no quizzes. At the beginning, I was going to do quizzes until I really looked at, oh wow, 7.5 weeks, and usually it's 15 weeks. So I've had to cut some things out. So what we'll be doing is we'll be doing homework, test, mainly 2 chapters a week. Now, the homework. I want to encourage you to do the homework, because if you look at this, if you do not do the homework, you will be missing 30% of your total grade. So the best you could get is a 70%. And that is if you get 100% on every exam, then you'll have a 70% in the class. Not doing the homework is probably not a very good option. I highly encourage you to do the homework. It will help your test scores, and it will help your overall percentage. So don't think just because 30% isn't that much, it will make a difference. And you may be thinking, well, why don't you just, if I can pass the test, why do I have to do the homework? Well, I only have about 50 minutes for the exams. I try to keep them down as far as the time goes. And I don't test on everything because I don't have the time. But it doesn't mean that it's really not super important. I'm just not testing on it, but it's in the homework and you've learned it for your next classes. So do the homework. Grading, 90, 80, 70, 60. Pretty straightforward there. And I do round up. So if you ended up with an 89.5, you can have a 90, which is an A. And I do mention here when it comes to, the grading, quizzes, you just ignore number 3 because I did eliminate the quizzes, that we just don't have the time for quizzes. And the competencies, the competencies are just some things that we'll be talking about. Now, policy, the attendance policy, I don't have that because we're not in class. Your attendance is just based on your homework. If you're doing your homework, I figure it's like an attendance grade. Now, the outline here, I want to stress the word tentative. For the most part, I'm pretty sure we'll be doing 1 and 2 the first week, chapters 1 and 2, then 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Chapter 7 is percentages, which gives people a little bit more difficulty. We may try to do that one by itself, then do 8, 9, and 10 and finish up with the final, with the the 8 weeks is not really 8 weeks, 7.5, but we'll be into the 8th week. But that is a tentative schedule. So I just want to let you know that if you ever have any questions, I highly encourage you to contact me through my cell or my email so that I can help you. So I don't want you to sit there and struggle if you are with a concept. Please let me know. Now, the next video will be getting on Pearson. I'll explain a little bit more about the homework and the tests in that video. So that way you can watch it. It's in the welcome to class section. All right. So, and again, welcome to class. All right. Bye-bye.